everyone, my name is What, and today we will be reviewing Entity 1, aka The Corruption. Hazard Class, Certain Death. The Corruption are entities found in the Backrooms, and are the most dangerous entity to be documented as of now. Description: The Corruption, or the Corrupted, are once human entities that exhibit extreme hostility. Their origin or reason for hostility is a complete mystery. Attempts to research them have been made, and have resulted in fatalities. They normally hide in dark areas, and make themselves known by their bright red eyes. Few attempts to see their physical forms have been made, but the ones that have happened have resulted in general success. From what has been found, they have human-like bodies, with a few distorted factors. The faces of the entity have never been viewed. All that can be seen are their bright red eyes. Their actual face appears to be completely blacked out, down to about half of their neck. The more the entity is angered, the more the contrast of the shadows around the being increase. As the entity gets more aggravated, the darkness around it will get more saturated, so much so that the entity's bodies can sometimes not be viewed under direct lighting. Practically no one has survived an encounter with one. If the entity has noticed you, it is already too late. They seem to be able to move at inhumanly fast speeds and have unprecedented physical strength. Most will not be able to actually view their bodies, and will most likely be killed first. Upon attacking, the entity can distort the vision of the wanderer it is attacking. The wanderer's sight will distort like an old camera. Along with this, wanderers' cameras will glitch and distort, and once the entity has reached the person, any devices will completely fail. BNS Archive Log: The Corruption. The following log was a note found deep within level 50. I don't know what happened, but I never want to see that thing again. I was in this god-forsaken house, and was already losing it. Then I heard it. The sounds of my mother, yelling desperately for help. Her cries were too painful to listen to. I went to find her. Why did I have to do that? I turned a corner, and her yells completely cut off, completely stopped. Like someone was playing a video of her voice, and abruptly paused mid-scream. The apparent source of her screams was a dark hallway, devoid of any light. I felt fear, no, terror. Just as I turned to run, I heard light laughter from the darkness. I turned in terror to face the sound. With every moment, it got louder and louder. Then, like my mother's screams, it completely ceased. From the darkness of the hallway, two red eyes came into view. They burned into my soul. I couldn't move. I began to feel fuzzy. My vision blurred, and I couldn't think straight. I could only see the red eyes approaching me. End of log. In an eerie way, the corruption seems to be able to mimic the voices, and even has a voice of its own. This supports the fact that the entity was once human, and was converted to an entity. It is unknown how the person wrote this log, if the corruption would have killed them instantly after making contact with the wanderer. Along with this, a picture was found with the log, and can be seen to the left. The corruption is thought to reproduce via infecting specifically chosen wanderers. The entity has been observed to stalk certain wanderers before it attacks them, but doesn't kill them. The entity cuts the person with a quick slash to the face. As the cut heals, side effects will set into the wanderer in the form of 3 stages of transformation. Stage 1. The first stage sets in around a day after the entities attacked the person. The individual's eyes will go bloodshot as the person starts to become irritable. At this stage, the person still has their thoughts completely intact, yet they will often have anxiety attacks and will be extremely sore. Below is a log made by a person on the second day of stage 1. That thing, with those red eyes. I heard it was a death sentence if you encountered it, yet it didn't kill me. It tricked me to get it close to it. When I saw it, it dashed forward at me and left a large cut along my face. Weirdly, it healed not even 10 minutes after. Before it left, I thought I heard it say something. It sounded like a conglomerate of negative whispers, yet I couldn't make out exactly what they were saying. Immediately after it disappeared, my body aches, I feel fuzzy, and my eyes feel bloodshot. Something is happening. Stage 2. Stage 2 sets in 3 days in the infection. The person will start to feel extreme pain in the face, and the blood in the eyes will all seep into the irises. The blood will start to faintly glow a dim red, and the shadows around the eye will start to intensify. The person's speed and strength will be heightened, while the person starts to become aggressive and panicked. The person can still think, but is mostly in a panicked state of delusion. Below is a log left by the same wanderer in the stage 1 log. It hurts. My body hurts. My eyes burn. I can't feel my face. I hear whispers of voices. I'm scared. Stage 3. In the 3rd stage, a week into the infection, the person will fully transform into the entity. The blood in the eyes will start to glow a bright red, as the shadows around the eyes consume the face down to half of the neck. The person will no longer be in pain, and will be much faster, stronger, and durable. The person has lost the ability to reason, and only acts on anger and aggression. The person's body will undergo changes to make the body type more usable for the entity. If the person is fat, all body fat will rapidly shrink and disappear. If the person is thin, the muscle will rapidly grow and enlarge. This effect has been seen on all instances of the entity as far. It is believed that the purpose of this is to give the being an extremely strong body to make attacking easier. Along with this, corruptions with male bodies will often rip off all their clothing other than their pants in an aggressive rage as soon as stage 3 sets in. All corruption instances can be viewed tearing both their remaining clothes and their skin, yet their skin will immediately heal after the damage is inflicted. It should be noted that the male and female corruptions will act differently from each other. Fully transformed male corruptions are a lot more aggressive and violent than the female ones, and are a lot more quick to attack. The female corruptions are slow and patient with their prey, and will spend long periods of time luring in their victims. All fully transformed corruption instances will emit their glitchy distortion effect on anyone they are attacking. Surprisingly, a note was found by the same wanderer as from the day before they entered stage 3. The note read, "I see you." The researcher that found this note was killed by the entity immediately after he reported the note. Note: a large number of corruption sightings have been on level 50. For an unknown reason, the entity loves to linger at said level. Do and don't. Do. Overall, it is not known how or when they appear, but it is best thought to simply hide until it is out of the area. Don't. Let it see you. Make contact with it, or look at it for long periods of time.
Please. Please.
Log. Codename, Corrupted Waves. BNS Log 46. The Corruption. Documented by Backrooms Navigational System. The Corruption Research. Welcome to the BNS. We are a founded group stationed in the Backrooms. After weeks of traveling, a group of people have gathered together. After a long period of talking and decision-making, we have decided to create a small system. This system is named the Backrooms Navigational System, or the BNS. Our goal is to traverse levels, set up bases, and provide help to anyone who needs it. BNS Log Number 46. The Corruption. BNS Log. Documentations of the events. I was in level 50 when it happened.
When what exactly happened?
I was wandering around the level, yet I couldn't shake the feeling that something was watching me.
And what was watching you?
Let me finish and I will tell you.
My bad. Continue.
As I was feeling that something was watching me, I heard something. My mother's voice.
Yet it wasn't your mother, was it?
No, not at all. She was making sounds of pain and panic. It hurt to listen to. At the point I'd already lost it, and I chased after the voices.
Did you find the source?
Yeah, I did. Once I got to where it seemed the voices were sourced to completely cut.
What do you mean by cut?
I don't know how to put it into words. In place of the voices was a pitch black hallway. From it, I heard laughter.
Laughter?
Yes, maniacal laughter. I felt fear, absolute terror. Much like before, they cut after getting extremely loud. From the dark hallway, two red eyes came into sight. I was frozen in place. I couldn't bring myself to run. My vision, it distorted like an old camera.
Like a glitching video?
Yes, exactly. After it got closer, I fell back, and it started to approach me. At this point, I could already see its body. Looked like a person's body. Had a male body, sweatpants, no shirt, shoes, had hair on its head, a completely non-visible face. I felt horrified. It raised its arm and went to make a punch. I don't even know how I dodged it. It was lightning fast. I heard the sound of splintering wood from where its strike landed. At that moment, those red candles did their weird burst thing.
What then?
It was affected.
How so?
Much like any other life, it looked stunned. Right then it was about to disperse again, so I grabbed it and smashed it on the entity. As it hit the entity, it sent out its wave.
How did the entity react?
It started making these roaring screams and went to attack again.
Nobody survived an encounter with the corruption. How did you?
Somehow once again I dodged it. It slammed into a window, breaking it. On instinct, I ran past it and jumped out the window, where I fell and hit the ground at level 51. It just sat there in the window, staring at me.
You got lucky.
Yeah, sure as hell I did.